I have never been this embarrassed in my life, but I couldn't even feel the embarrassment because I'm high out of my mind. Throughout my entire life, I've never really wanted to eat snacks or snack on things. I've always been very bare bones. Like, I like meat and potatoes. And most people, when they get hungry outside of a setting, which is their home, let's just say you're at work or school, if your stomach would start to rumble, you'd probably go have a snack. Maybe a bag of chips or a candy bar, maybe a bag of nuts. Pause. But me, no. I had a car in high school, so I would legitimately ask to use the bathroom and then sneak out to go get food if I was hungry. As long as it was close enough to lunch, nobody cared. And if they caught me, what are they gonna do? Sending me home? Nigga, good, I don't wanna be in school anyway. My point in saying all of that is, I've never been a snack person. I don't like snacks, and I definitely don't like sweets. No, nigga, I don't want a piece of pie. No, nigga, I don't want cake. No, nigga, I don't want a souffle. Y'all are the reason why our obesity levels are so high. How you gonna tell us you want us fit, but then offer us all these sugary fat snacks and they get offended if we don't eat them? But there was this one time that I gave in to the peer pressure, and it was my brother's 11th birthday. My aunt and uncle threw this nigga a birthday party. I know it's weird that an aunt and uncle did that, but our mom had passed away very close to that time, so they were doing it to be nice. Probably the first thing they've ever done that was nice, because they're terrible people. But that's another story. Jesus Christ, I hate them. But anyways, they threw this party together, and I'm gonna be real, most of our family showed up and some of my brother's friends were there. Well, I was pretty bored, so I decided to go into the kitchen where everybody else was, because when I get bored, I just with people. My great aunt was there, this fat, her name's Barbara. This one time at Christmas, Aunt Barbara gave my grandmother a bag of food. This had ragu in it, a box of crackers, some rice. Nigga, how the fuck did you give her all these foods and none of them go together? But I used to like with Aunt Barbara because she wasn't the brightest bulb in the box. She was just the roundest bulb. And sometimes I would go in there and I'd pick on her. Not because I'm a bad person, but because she's a terrible person. And I don't care. So I would go like hit her or tap her a bunch of times to irritate her, and then I would run off and I'd take her cane. So she tried to get up thinking her cane's there, and then she'd stumble and Now her legs weren't bad enough that she'd like actually fall. I didn't, want to injure her. But I used to with her a lot. But this one time I with her, and her husband thought it would be a good idea to try to get me back. So you know what he did? When he was handing everyone out brownies, he insisted that I have one. Now in this moment, a young sinfinite, and by young I mean 19, nigga, I was young but not that young, I should have known better. I wasn't paying attention to the fact that he kept making sure that everyone else got brownies from the center, but when he got to me, he said, nah, take this edge piece. And I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, okay, nigga, whatever. I knew that if I didn't eat it, he was gonna bitch about it, because that was just the type of weird nigga he was. So I ate the brownie. Now we're sitting there, everything's fine, and I'd say about 45 minutes to an hour had passed. And I'm still, I'm feeling normal. Nothing really out of the ordinary. I don't feel really odd at all. And then about an hour and 15, an hour and 20, I start to feel real zoned out. And when I say zoned out, I don't mean in a regular way. I mean like everything around me is tunnel visioned. Like, I feel like I am in a hallway corridor and I'm on one side and the rest of my family is 30 feet away from me, nigga. Although they're right in front of me. And every time someone talks, it feels like it's slow motion. It feels like I'm hearing it delayed. Like they said something 10 minutes ago and it's 10 minutes later and I just got the thought. Nigga said, yo, Sin, what's good? And 15 minutes later, I was like, what? So at this point, I realized, nigga, I'm high. And then I'm thinking to myself, I didn't smoke. Because at the time I wasn't smoking then. It was really close to the time I had got greened out from the first time smoking. So I was super paranoid about weed and getting high. I hated that that time. I wasn't even doing it. But I remember this feeling. It was like the first time I had got high. I felt weightless. I felt like something was wrong with me. I felt like I was dying. My heart is in my chest like and I'm looking around. Felt like I was cold sweats, and I just look at my uncle and this nigga's laughing. And then it dawned on me, ding 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 ding, this nigga drugged me. This nigga gave me a brownie that wasn't a normal brownie. It was a edible. This piece of got tired of me picking on his wife, so he gave me a drugged brownie. Now I know some of y'all are saying, Sin, you deserve it, you deserve it. Well, let me tell you something. I'm black and white, 50-50, a zebra, a panda, if you will, whatever you want to call me. But I predominantly am around black people in my black family because most of my white family are pieces of shit and racist. And Aunt Barbara and my uncle do not fall out of that umbrella. They are terrible people. Literally racist people would call me slurs, all types of shit when I was growing up. The only reason I came to this party is because my brother begged me to, and I love him. But that's why I f with her, because she's a racist. So don't say, oh, Sin, you deserve it. No, f her, bro. She's a racist. We're not even doing that. We're not defending that. But this nigga decided to fucking drug me. How dare this old fake knee ass nigga. And yeah, I called him that because he had to get surgery on his knees. I don't care, bro. Shouldn't have been on him so much sucking dick. I hate this nigga, but I hate him even more because he's making me have a panic attack because I'm high out of my mind on a brownie edible. So the only thing I knew how to do at this point was, man, I need to throw up. So I go into the bathroom, I take their toothbrush and I try to make myself throw up, and that didn't work. It just made my throat sore. Also, it was really paused because I was shoving a toothbrush in my throat. That's kind of crazy. I also learned that my gag reflex is kind of wild. I might be gay. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, so I was in the bathroom trying to throw up and that didn't work. And at this point, I just wanted to leave. So I told my grandmother, I was like, my mom, I'm gonna be real. I think I got drugged. And she was like, what? Oh my God, what happened? Like, I think your brother-in-law put weed in a brownie and made me eat it. I think I'm gonna murder him. And of course I said it and my grandmother laughed at me because she thought I was joking, but I was being serious. I might have shot him in the head if I had a gun. But anyways, my point is, she takes me to McDonald's. And I'm gonna be real, at the time, I was homeless. Well, not really homeless, like I was staying with my great grandmother, but I was homeless, like I didn't have my own place. But I couldn't go to her house because she's at the party, so I had to go sit somewhere public and just kind of ride it out until she was ready to go home. Yeah, I didn't have a key to her house. I'm 19, but you know, old white people don't trust black people, so it is what it is. But anyways, I'm sitting at McDonald's, and bro, when I tell you that the items on the menu were flying everywhere, I mean, I tried to go get something to drink. I ended up ordering like 3 combo meals. I don't even know how this happened. I get back to my table, they bring me my tray. This is like back when McDonald's was doing service. You can dine in and they'll bring your little food on a tray. So they bring it over to me. I'm looking at it and my God, I ordered like a quarter pounder meal, a Big Mac meal, and like a 10-piece nugget meal. I just wanted a Sprite. I don't even know how that happened, but I am demolishing this food. I mean, I'm eating this shit like I haven't eaten in years, nigga. There were people just watching me devour this food. I mean, sauce everywhere, French fries, and it was so much sodium in that meal, nigga. I know my blood pressure went up. I know it did. And then I downed a large Sprite on top of that, and y'all know that McDonald's Sprites cure cancer, nigga. That is the strongest Sprite of all time. It felt like somebody let a flamethrower off from my throat all the way down into my stomach as this crispy Sprite was going from top to bottom. I destroyed that food. Like, the munchies were unreal. I have never had munchies like this ever. And I thought that it would make me feel better. That's why I ate it so much. I'm like, I'm high out of my mind. I don't feel good. Maybe if I get some food on my stomach, I'll feel better. I'll start to come down. No. In fact, everything was worse. I felt worse after eating. I don't know how that even happened, bro. But at this point, I'm high out of my mind and my stomach hurts, bro. So you're probably wondering what happened next. What happened, Sin? Are you okay? No, I'm not okay, bro. I get up to go to the bathroom at McDonald's because I know that I'm about to barf my mind out. And as soon as I get up front, I start vomiting. And I don't mean regular vomiting. It looked like I was in a exorcism, bro. I'm throwing up in this McDonald's. The throw up is coming out of my mouth. And there are people around me. I felt so bad because there was this really sweet old lady there. And I vomited and some of it got on her pocketbook. I tried to hurry up and turn my head where there was nobody around and there's trash cans there. So I was beelining it for that. But the entire time that I'm running towards the trash can, I'm just vomiting, bro. I can't stop projectile vomiting. I don't know what the was going on, bro. I don't know what happened or how this was going on, but I was throwing up all over this McDonald's, bro. From the front of the restaurant all the way towards the trash can. By the time I got to the trash can, I was damn near done throwing up. I have never been this embarrassed in my life, but I couldn't even feel the embarrassment because I'm high out of my mind, bro. So they asked me if I'm okay, of course, because they think I'm sick or something's wrong with me. I'm throwing up everywhere. And I tell them I'm fine. I'm just really high. And they're like, what? And I'm like, I can't explain it. I'm fine. So they clean it up, you know, poor janitor. I felt so fucking bad. This lady got throw up on her pocketbook and shit. I done threw up all in this McDonald's. I'm fucking gross. I'm causing health hazards and shit. They had to get everyone to leave the building. Everyone had to leave while it was getting cleaned up because it's a health hazard, bro. I felt so embarrassed. Here I am standing outside. People can't even enjoy their meals. And then the people in the drive-thru are looking. They're like, what's happening? Is something wrong? Bro, people had to sit in the drive-thru and wait for the stuff to get cleaned up so people could come back and keep working and give them their food. I can't even believe that this happened. I caused an entire McDonald's to shut down because I was high and scared. What is wrong with me? And none of this would have happened if my Aunt Barbara wasn't racist. Don't be racist, guys. Please.